Okay, and welcome back, everyone. This is the First Inning Radio Show, and we're live, and we're on Spotify and Facebook, Instagram. Follow me as BXBomber2011. But the First Inning Radio Show, just Google that, and you can find that on any platform you're able to listen on. But if you want to listen to the latest episode, it's usually Spotify for now. But this is the number one fan experience that you're gonna get, and we're gonna go through a whole season of 2020 through every game, God willing. And I'm gonna do it along with Roger, the big Yankee fan. Say hello, Roger.
Hello, good evening, DX Bomber, and we are recording February 24th, 2020, and spring training is well underway now.
Yeah, man, it's about time. It's like baseball was so far like way from starting again, and now here it is. You know what I mean? Ready to hit us in the face.
Yes, yes, in some ways, I sometimes interpret time in different ways. Sometimes it can be dragging on over the winter, and then other times, when I look back at it, it seems like it's fairly quick. And speaking of 2020 now, I could start out with the first SNY takeaways of 2020 because the Yankees have played their first two spring training games.
Yeah, that's right. They had a few guys playing like DJ LeMayu and Sherla and Frazier played, and I think Oshiawa played as the catcher, right? So that and Mike Ford. Those were your
Yeah, yes, Garfield, exactly.
yeah. So you got
Exactly.
to
And if
see
you'd like
some.
me to go through it, I'll go through the five takeaways of the 2-1 loss to the Blue Jays.
And what's cool about the first game of spring training is, you get to see the Yankees wear their pinstripes for only that one game.
Right. That's what they do on their first home game at Georgia Steinbrenner Field, the boss, as they call it.
Yeah,
For
man.
the first game of spring training, they wear their regular season home uniform.
Yeah, and they're
And then after
celebrating.
that, they wear the spring training uniform.
Right, and they're celebrating 25 years of George M. Steinbrenner Field. That's crazy. I remember when they built that thing.
Yes, it opened in 1996. And it was called Legends Field originally. And they changed it to George M. Steinbrenner Field. And it's still a very, very nice, lovely state-of-the-art spring training facility. And it is pretty much just a couple of blocks away from where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers NFL football team plays.
Yes, you can. I've been to the stadium one time in my lifetime, and you can see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers pirate ship over the right field foul pole.
Right, right, exactly. That is something. So if you would like, I'll run through the first spring training game.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, the five takeaways from Saturday's game. Number one, Happ faced six projected Blue Jay regulars over his two innings and retired all of them, including strikeouts of Kevin Biggio, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., and Randall Grichuk. Number two, Happ gave way to Michael King, who allowed two hits of no runs over 1 2/3 innings pitched. Luis Sessa followed that up with another 1 1/3 innings of scoreless work. Number three is Nick Tropiano pitched the sixth for the Yankees, while Luis Avalon began the seventh inning with both pitchers allowing a run in their outing. Caleb Ort, Domingo Acevedo, and Brooks Kriske kept the Blue Jays off the board over the final 2 1/3 innings. And number four is of the Yankees' projected opening day starters. Just DJ LeMahieu, Gleyber Torres, and Gio Urshela appeared in Saturday's game. The trio combined to go 0 for 5 with a walk. LeMahieu led off the game with a bases on balls. At number five, trailing 2-0 in the ninth, the Yankees mounted a rally started by a leadoff home run off the bat of Chris Kitten. I really like Chris Kitten. Make it 2-1 game. But with runners on first and second and two outs, former Met Josh Tolley struck out to end the game and seal the victory for Toronto. And that was the takeaways of the Yankees' initial 2-1 loss to the Blue Jays.
Yeah, man, it was a good game too.
Oh, yes, it was just fun to have baseball back, and it was really enjoyable seeing it. And if you like, I'll get it out of the way now, and I'll run through the takeaways of the Yankees' 9-7 loss to the Rays on Sunday.
Let's hear that.
Okay, here we go. The Yankees lost to the Rays on Sunday, 9-7, and we have 5 takeaways from that. Number one, in the top half of the first inning, Trey Amburgey doubled to left field to score Esteban Florial and give the Yankees a 1-0 lead. Donaldson Loaisiga then tossed a shutout first inning, striking out Rays leadoff man Austin Meadows to start the game. Number two, his right-hand pitcher David Hale came in to pitch the second inning, but was pulled after 2/3 of an inning after allowing 3 runs on 4 hits. Kevin Kiermaier grounded into a force out at second base, scoring Jose Martinez, who is now with the Rays. Mike Zunino then singled to right field, scoring Kiermaier and giving the Rays a 2-1 lead. Tyler Lyons came into the game for Hale, but threw a wild pitch, scoring Joey Rendell from third as the Rays took a 3-1 lead. And number 3 is the Yankees cut into the Rays' lead when the Andujar homered to right field off of Anthony Banda in the top of the 5th inning, making it a 3-2 Rays. And number 4 is Amburgey, Tyro Estrada, and Thomas Malone and Diego Castillo all drove in runs in the top of the 6th inning as the Yanks took a 6-3 lead. But Rays' Lucius Fox drove in 2 runs on a line drive single to make the game 6-5 after 6 innings. And number 5 is Randy Arozarena, tripled in the bottom of the 8th inning, driving in 2 runs and giving the Rays an 8-7 lead. Yankees catcher Winston Sawyer made a throwing error, allowing another run to score as the Rays took a 9-7 lead and won the game. So the Yankees have lost their first 2 spring training games, and tonight the game will be coming on at 6:35. They're playing the Pirates at the Boss, and Gerrit Cole is making his debut.
Wow, that sounds awesome, man. And you know what's crazy about it is if you think about it, the players that they're putting out on the field, right, is pretty similar to the team that they were putting out in the field in the MLB season last year, right? With
Yes,
all those
it really
guys.
is because of so many injuries.
Yeah, with all the injuries, most of these guys played already last year.
Exactly. I really like Chris Gittens. I've seen Chris Gittens now in several spring trainings, but I have not seen him make it get a call up to the team during the regular season. Chris Gittens is a large sized player with a lot of power.
What
And
league is he
he has
in?
been in several Yankee spring training camps,
But
but I
but
have yet to see him get a call up to the major league.
but what league is he in? Is he in the Rail Riders or Staten Island Yankees?
I will have to look it
Or
up.
or or, or in Tampa? Or the
I'm
Tampa
tending to think
Yankees?
he's in AAA, but I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, so that he has to be on the Rail Riders then.
Yes. Yeah, so that's where that stands there. And the Yankees have released the lineup for Gerrit Cole's spring training debut. And I have a little bit of information on that from Pinstripe Alley if you would like me to go through it.
Now, if anybody hasn't heard, I've seen today that I believe it's May 23rd. They're gonna have Gerrit Cole bobblehead day as Maverick from Top Gun.
Wow. I've got bad news for you on that day.
What day is that?
That is the day I have it scheduled to go to the top of the World Trade Center, May 23rd.
Yeah, we're gonna have to miss out on that bobblehead.
Yes, I've already bought
Oh,
the
but
tickets
no,
and everything.
but wait, I can still get one though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I could get the bobblehead and go to the World Trade Center. The gates open at 11. It's a Saturday game, right?
Oh, yes, exactly. And also, we're not scheduled to. We have an appointment with the World Trade Center, and that's 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, great. So that's gonna be part of the vlog then. I'll get the bobblehead and then shoot to the World Trade Center. Yeah,
Okay, excellent. Sounds good.
yeah, gotta
Sounds
get
good.
because I'm gonna have to be online by like 10 a.m.
Right, right.
And then our to go to the World Trade Center, we have to be there at 2, right?
Uh, yeah. So the best thing to do, though, is we should make arrangements to meet about if you go there and I meet you at the World Trade Center, we should meet by about 1:30 or so,
Right,
or 20 after 1.
right.
But if we do something like we did the last time and meet over at 34th Street or 42nd Street, then
Oh,
we'll do that. We still have time to figure that all out.
oh yeah, hell yeah, that's perfect, man. So I have maybe I have some time to catch a baseball too. On that
Yeah, that
break.
would be cool. That would be definitely
Bring
cool.
it to you.
And I have a little bit for the fans that are listening. BX Bomber and I have a lot of decent things. Not only are we getting the baseball games, but he and his girlfriend and myself will all be traveling to the top of the World Trade Center. So look for BX Bomber blog from the top of the World Trade Center.
That's right, and the whole world's invited if you can buy a ticket. So, we'll see
Oh
you.
yeah,
We'll see you at the
exactly. And
top.
for those that can't go, they'll have a great blog from the top of the World Trade Center.
That's it, man. That's gonna be awesome, man. I never been there, and I've been reluctant to even go there, kind of in a way, with the whole 9/11 thing. I was down there as a volunteer, man, to help, but I never made it.
Right,
But I never made it inside the World Trade Center though, in the ground zero.
right.
Nah, I
I
didn't make
know
it
it's kind
inside.
of
I
like
didn't
a
make it
nervous
inside
type of situation.
because I tried to get in because honestly, I saw on the TV. Now this is the truth. I saw on TV that they had ATMs, right, shooting money into the air, right. I was like, yo, I gotta go downtown. I went
Oh
downtown.
yeah,
I went
I know you
downtown.
told me that story.
Yeah, I went downtown and I got stopped at 14th Street because they didn't want nobody past 14th Street. And I was like, all right, I'll get in through as a volunteer. So they sent me to the Jacob Javits Center, and I signed up with the Red Cross as a volunteer. But I never made it inside though.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, there are so many people. It's a terrible situation with what happened with the 9/11 volunteers healthcare. It finally went through, but so many got very ill working down there on the level.
It's true, yeah, man. Most of the first responders that passed away, they were the ones there. That they were there 24 hours. You know what I mean? So all
Right,
those people that were really exposed to it, really passed away over the years. The majority of the city that was around it, um, pretty much good because they wasn't exposed to the high levels as they were.
right, right, exactly.
Because I
And
mean that whole
anyway,
that
as of getting back to the Yankees, I have information from 12 Up that is discussing the Yankees lineup for tonight. If you would like me to do it.
the lineup. What's the lineup?
Okay, let's see here. Uh, let me get to it. All right, I'll read through here what we have going on. Let's see here. Just a little bit to pull it up and see what I can get here. Okay, the New York Yankees made the biggest splash of the offseason by signing ex-Houston Astros ace Gerrit Cole. Bronx Bomber fans are giddy at the team's potential with Cole manning the starting rotation. Well, they will get their first look at Cole on Monday night as he makes his spring training debut. They won't air on television. Additionally, the Yankees revealed their lineup for the big exhibition game against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the lineup is going to be DJ LeMahieu leading off, Brett Gardner batting second, Gleyber Torres batting third, Giancarlo Stanton batting fourth, Gary Sanchez batting fifth, Mike Ford batting sixth, Gio Urshela batting seventh, Clint Frazier batting eighth, and Zach Granite batting ninth, with Gerrit Cole as the starting pitcher. And New York isn't messing around and giving Cole some run support as he faces his former team. DJ LeMahieu will lead off, followed by, well, I just did all of that there. But those are the starting lineups, and they will have a pretty solid representative team as Gerrit Cole makes his first start.
Yeah, and no, I think this year is going to be a good year for Gary Sanchez for some reason.
Yes, I think so. The only thing is injuries, and I mean we're already looking at injuries with Luis Severino and James Paxton, and hopefully Aaron Judge will get back as soon as possible.
Yeah,
so
man,
we're already looking at the injury bug biting already.
And Gary Sanchez didn't get hurt that badly last year, so, and he played mostly throughout the whole season, which was great. So he could probably do it again.
Right, exactly. And let's hope that he does well. And that is the only concern that I have, or the injury. But otherwise, the Yankees have a very powerful team. And I look for them to have a very strong season. And let's hope this will be the year that they return to the World Series since after 2009. Oh, I have a little information on Aaron Judge.
When it's hurt, shoulder, right?
Yes. Yankees Aaron Judge is progressing from injury. And here we are with a little bit of the information. A small step for the big right fielder. Yankee slugger Aaron Judge was slated to graduate his right shoulder rehab to soft toss inside the batting cage on Monday. Manager Aaron Boone told reporters before a game against the Pirates at George M. Steinbrenner Field. They'll hit after here in the cage, soft tossing and tee work. So it's kind of the next progression. But going well, Boone said. Judge, who is 27 years old, is dealing with soreness in the joint. He hasn't taken batting practice with the team since full squad workouts started. The Yankees haven't allowed him to swing a bat for approximately 2 weeks since he started feeling the shoulder pain. Boone said he didn't know when Judge might appear in his first spring game. They'll progress and we'll take it slow because of where we are in the calendar, Boone said, but we're doing well. Boone added his last throwing was out 90 feet. More of that on Monday. He'll continue to progress in that way, too, along with how his hitting goes. The Yankees are dealing with injuries to several prominent players. Luis Severino's right forearm soreness forced the Yankees to send him to New York City, where doctors were set to give him more tests Monday through Wednesday. Boone said he didn't have an update on the right-hander's progress. And James Paxton, who had lower back surgery, could be out until June. And that is the injury report.
Wow, but I heard that he'll be back in that they're gonna have him Paxton start pitching again in about 7-8 days, though.
Right. But they believe that he probably will not make his debut for the season until June.
Really? That far away?
According to this information here.
Wow, that's crazy. God, so they're gonna have to
the
have
latest information from the Star Ledger.
they're gonna have to have remember Domingo Herman is coming back too.
Right. This information is by Brendan Cutie of New Jersey Advanced Media for NewJersey.com, the Star Ledger.
Right. So at least they got Montgomery there and Loaisiga, right? Might be in as well as a starter. What do you think?
Yes, it depends on what they want to do with Loaisiga. I like the idea of Montgomery, and they really have some in-house possibilities. Michael King, Didi Garcia, Montgomery. They have a lot of in-house possibilities to fill in the rotation.
Also, like I said, Domingo Herman will be back in maybe
Right, exactly.
May, right? In May, I think he got what? I don't know how many. I forgot how many days it was. Like 30 day suspension, something like that.
He has to finish up 63 more days.
63 game suspension.
Yeah, and he had an 80-game suspension altogether, I believe, and he did 17 of them last year, and he has 63 more days to go.
All right, so he'll be back in June too, with Paxton.
Right, exactly, exactly. Domingo Herman is also had a very quality season last year, and is looking good for this year.
Yeah, and I would think that cuz he's not hurt or anything, so I would think that once his suspension is over, he should be game ready.
Right. One thing I don't know if he's able to work out with the team
He's not
or get
allowed to
himself
go to
in
spring
shape. I
training.
guess he can get himself in shape, but not in spring training. He would have to work out on his own
Yeah,
right
he
now.
I believe it's the Yankees that are not allowing him to go to spring training.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
see.
So
I,
so I guess he has to do his training regimen somewhere else. I'm pretty
right.
sure I'm
I
pretty
guess they're
sure.
doing that for publicity purposes. Because something like a domestic dispute or
Right.
domestic violence is something that the Yankees want to shy away from.
Right. So it's basically giving him a slap on the wrist, you know, by doing that.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure he has uh, a professional trainer with him, and they have to work on those regimens like they would do in spring training. You know?
Oh yes, I'm sure. I'm sure that that's pretty much how it's being done. You know, and so that is the latest from the Yankees camp. Now they have done the first two spring training games, and I believe we're all caught up.
Yeah, man.
And if it's okay with you, maybe we could finish up our show now because we'll be getting time to have the Yankees' next spring training game with Gerrit Cole debuting.
Yeah, man. Today was the funeral service of Kobe Bryant. Uh,
Oh wow, yes, that's very sad, very
yeah,
sad.
it's sad. It sucks that it happened, but you have any favorite Kobe Bryant moment before we go?
Oh well, I'm not a huge follower of basketball, but he was always a very quality person and a very nice person that represented the sport well, and certainly a superstar basketball player.
Yes. You know what I remember about Kobe? He was a hell of an athlete, and I don't know how the hell he played with broken fingers and still win a championship and all that with broken
Oh
fingers.
yes, he was a gamer, no doubt about
Yeah,
that.
man, he was a warrior, man. That's what I like about him. And I remember about him that he was a warrior. You're not gonna find players like that.
And even even something that might even be a little more sad, even is the fact that his 13-year old daughter was killed.
And manager of a baseball team sucks, man. Anyway, R.I.P. Kobe and his family and the families and all the first responders too. So long, everybody,
Right.
and see you on the next one. So long. See ya.
Take care.